Hello, this is Matthew Davidson from FridayNightGlory.com, and I'm here with the victorious linebackers and linemen from the Duncanville Panthers. They won tonight, 30-20 over the Grand Prairie Gophers. Tough game, a lot of implications with playoffs, and that brings me over here to my left.
Mike Mays.
Mike, you just want to talk about the resiliency and the way that you guys were able to fight back as far as a defensive unit. And, it was a lot of turnovers, here and there, but you guys were able to, get 3 interceptions, and I believe you got a fumble as well. What does it mean for you guys to stick together and be able to come out with a W?
Man, our head coach, he teaches us to fight through adversity. We ain't let it get down. We ain't let it get to us. We just went back out and made plays.
And I asked some of the guys earlier, maybe Grand Prairie played a little stronger than you thought they would, and that probably helped you guys get ready for the playoffs. You just want to talk about that and how they probably helped you get a little bit ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, you're supposed to respect all teams. We respect them, but we ain't respect them that much. So they kind of hit us in the mouth, but we responded.
That's good, and you got to respond. That's the main thing to do. That brings me over here to my right.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn, what does it mean for you to be one of the leaders on the team and be able to take your team to the playoffs and get the job done?
It's a great feeling. Like all the hard work during the summer, spring, etc. Weight room, we hit the weight room super hard. That's why we don't get injured as much. And it was just a great feeling that take us to the playoffs, Duncanville.
All right, and so getting ready for the playoffs, you're going to play against a team probably down from the Austin area, and you haven't seen them. What kind of things are you going to do in this week to get ready that you wouldn't typically do in a district, setting? Is it all the same?
It's not all the same. Definitely we're going to turn off the playoff mode, like constantly film, stay after, put in hard work and dedication, and come out with the W in the playoffs.
You might be, in sleeping bags up here watching film, huh?
Yes, sir, we are.
All right, we appreciate you, brother. And that brings me over here to my far right, D-tackle. I love watching you play all over the field, Mr.
Javion Adams.
That's right, I love you, Mr. Turtle, Mr. Javion Adams. You're out there rocking and rolling. You're one of my favorite defensive linemen in the state to watch. What does it mean for you guys to change the culture and get into the playoffs and, have a great defense?
It means a lot to Duncanville, period. We ain't been in the playoffs for a long time.
And, you're not one of those loud leaders as far as, having to make your voice loud. You use your play on the field to be the leading way, and you just dominate, and you just want to speak on the fact that your defense was just able to expose the offense and the bootleg action that they were running.
Yes, sir. That's part of being a senior, basically. Yeah, show out.
Exactly. And so getting into next week, you're ready for the playoffs. How are you going to prepare for that besides watching film? Are you going to do anything as far as like a different kind of health plan or anything to get yourself more conditioned for maybe a tougher game?
Run more suicides and lift weights harder.
Get in that weight room. So what kind of things is Coach Samples telling you guys in practice to get you prepared for that?
Focus basically and play your key box.
Exactly, and we appreciate you so much, my friend. Right over here to my far left, Mr.
Terrence Newman.
I love your name. It's easy to remember. I see you on the field rocking and rolling. You had a lot of tackles for loss. You just want to talk about the way you and Mr. Adams were able to dominate the line of scrimmage, predominantly you two?
Well, GP, they had a very big lineman.
Yeah.
But, once you just get past that first punch, they didn't really have nothing left. So, we just gave it all, and we just made tackles.
Like I was asking him, they were a little stronger than you thought, right?
Yes, sir. They came out, Coach taught us to respect every team, we really looked down on them, and they came out, they hit us in the mouth the first, but then after that, we just responded and we came together.
And I guess they had a little motivation too, because they have had a playoff drought for about 27 years, and apparently if God forbid, if they would have beat you guys by 4 points, they would have made the playoffs, but you guys won by 10, and you really just kind of need it down there. You guys probably could have scored another one, but that shows a lot of respect on your coach's side just to need the ball down there. You want to talk about how much respect your coach probably has for Grand Prairie?
Coach Sample, he's not really a disrespectful guy. He's not a blow a team out. He's just get the win and get home, We feel like karma is
around. Yeah. And you guys definitely played your cards right tonight. You just want to talk about what you're going to do getting ready for the playoffs in this next week.
Our coaches tomorrow, they taking a 2.5-hour drive to just go watch them play tomorrow. And tomorrow we probably going to get a little weights, watch film. Saturday we're going to be back up here, watch some more film, lift more weights. Monday we're just going to be ready to go with our pads on, rocking and rolling.
You're right, rocking and rolling. And if I was you, I'd be like, hey, coach, can I ride? You know what I mean? I want to go down there and see them guys too. But yeah, I know you guys got to get home. It's a Thursday night game. Congratulations. And Duncanville defense, linebackers and linemen.